माटो रंग सके रंगने पाला यही माटो गर्न सके वंश विशाला पहाड़ा चंगुरा सकाई नैले कदेसी रमेका चंदा सिंहल ही मचुली देखी पहाड़ा चंगुरा सकाई नैले कदेसी रमेका चंदा सिंहल ही मचुली देखी इकुजी राज्य दासा आई जुल्म सत्संग जनक बुदार वारु ज्ञान धन सत्संग जिसको मतो रंग सके रंगने पाला यही मतो गन्न सके वंश विशाला जिसको मतो रंग सके रंगने पाला यही मतो गन्न सके वंश विशाला पाइला तारे शंकर ले यही मातो
Today, we are going to start the textbooks Unit 2 from Class 6. In previous classes, we had studied about some birds and animals and about their facts. I thought you all understood about it. Today, the new lesson, the new topic we are going to start. It is a story about a brave lady in the world whom we never forget her. She is a brave female pilot, Amy Johnson. Then why we see her a brave female pilot? Then what's her adventure while she was flying the aircraft over the sky? But it is the interesting thing about her. What she had done in her life. What's the obstacles or what's the hindrance she was faced against flying or against the flight, the aircraft. We are going to learn about that. Amy Johnson, she was a brave female pilot. She started her flight London to Australia. During the flying time, what's the obstacles she had faced, we are learning right now. You have seen in the screen, there is a picture of a brave female pilot, Amy Johnson. See carefully. Maybe you have already seen her in a figure, in a picture. So, we are going to learn about her right now. Let's see the slide. Facts about Amy Johnson. Amy Johnson was the first female pilot to fly alone from England to Australia. Amy Johnson was the first female pilot in the world who fly alone from England to Australia. Again, Amy Johnson was the first female pilot to fly alone from England to Australia, which she achieved the age of 26. What an interesting thing. When she was the age of only 26, she's stepping on the age of only 26, she achieved the goal, which was flight England to Australia, and she was succeed. She was gained only the age of 26. On 5 May 1930, Amy set off from Croydon in a gypsy moth aircraft named Johnson and landed in Darwin on 24 May, a flight distance of approximately 11,000 miles. Now listen here. Dear listeners, on 5 May 1930, Amy Johnson set off from Croydon in a gypsy moth aircraft named Jason. The aircraft name is Jason, and landed in Darwin, the capital city of Australia, on 24 May, which flight distance was approximately 11,000 miles. But it was the schedule of her, it was the action or it was the works of her life. But during the flight time, what adventure she had faced against it, we are learning now. Let's see here. Her biography, it means her works. When she was near Yangon, Myanmar, it was raining very heavily. 5th May 1930, she was started her flight to Darwin from England. When she was continuing her flight, she reached near the Yangon, or we used to say Rangoon also. It is the capital city of Myanmar. It was raining very heavily. At the time, the rain was very heavily. In that situation, no airport in could see on the cloud during the flight time. When she was reached near the Yangon, Myanmar, it was raining very heavily, so she couldn't see the airport, the proper airport. In spite of, only she could see cloud on the sky. Unfortunately, when she was flying, at the time, she saw a long stretched grassy land used for horse racing. Where? In Yangon. Unfortunately, she saw long stretched grassy land used for horse racing. While she was flying, before she could only see the cloud, but once time she saw long stretched grassy land used for horse racing. That's the grassy land is used for horse race. At the time, she had no more fuel. The fuel is also going to finish. Then she had to land her aircraft in that place due to lack of fuel, due to heavy rain. So she had to land her plane on that place where she saw that one. So she decided to land it on there where people were waving. She had seen most of the people who are waving their hands, waving, it means when she was flying on the sky, her aircraft was in the sky, she saw most of the people were waving their hands on that stretched grassy land that was used for horse race. Unfortunately, she decided to land her small aircraft in that place where the people were waving their hands. Now, that horse race grassy land was campus football ground. That was campus football ground where the plane hit the goalpost and went into the hall. Then she landed her plane. She tried to land her plane. Unfortunately, the small aircraft, the small plane hit the goalpost. It means it was the football ground, then that small aircraft hit to the goalpost and went into the hole, means went into the hole of the goalpost. Then what happens at that time? It was sad, because the wings of small aircraft were broken. The wings of small aircraft were broken while the aircraft hit to the hole of goalpost. At the time, Amy Johnson was very sad, because she had one aim. That aim was reach to Australia by taking her small aircraft. But unfortunately, the small aircraft hit the goalpost and went into the hole. Its wings were broken. Such types of plane, she could not able to fly more and again. That's why Amy Johnson was very sad. But students helped her to mend the wings near the fire engine by using their stars. See there is no anything there. There is not any hanger to set the plane there. There is no any mended places. But those students who were playing football in that ground, all students helped to her to mend the wings near the fire engine. They took the plane by holding, by the help of the students, they holding the plane and took to the near the fire engine, and they tied the wings of a small aircraft by their shorts. They tied the wings of the small aircraft by their shorts. She has got the God is a God for the students, because all the students were helped her to mend her small aircraft. Small aircraft there by using their swords. Okay. Then, after mending that plane, that small aircraft, she again started to fly her small aircraft named Jason to the Australia or Darwin. At last, on Friday, 16 May 1930, Amy took it off from the race course. At that day, after mending the small aircraft by the help of the students using their swords, they mend the wings, broken wings by using their swords. Then, on Friday, 16 May 1930, Amy took it off from the race course. On 24 May 1930, her little plane arrived in Darwin, Australia. At last, on 24 May 1930, her little plane arrived in Darwin, Australia. So, dear students, it was her adventure. So, we call her the brave female pilot, the first brave female pilot in the world, named Amy Johnson. She had got the many adventure while she was flying the small aircraft London to Australia. Yes. Now, go to the exercise. Answer the following questions. We have just learned the passage. We have just discussed about the brave lady of the world, whose name was Amy Johnson. We never forgot her name, because she was the brave person to fly her small aircraft named Jason from London to Australia. Her aim was to reach the Australia by taking the many countries on the way. In the middle of the path, she had an accident, which was the plane was hit to the goalpost while she was interested to land the plane on that place, but that plane was hit the goalpost of the football and broken all the wings beside it. All the students were helped how to mend the wings by taking that small aeroplane to the fire engine. After mending that one, she was again set up for a flight to Australia. At last, on 24 May 1930, her little plane arrived in Darwin, Australia. Okay, excuse me. Now, answer the following questions. I'm just give to you the questions here. Then in next class, I will say you the answer. It's your work. You have to do yourself. Try to your best. You have to do this question answer yourself. The first question is, how did the students help her to mend the plane? How did the students help her to mend the plane? Means, how did the students help her to mend the plane? Plane लाई mend गर्न कसरी यिनीहरूले सहयोग गरे ती स्टुडेन्ट्सहरूले? We have just learned. Second question, when was she reached Darwin, Australia? The date was already we had learned. That's why only you have to mention the date. When was she reached Darwin, Australia? Next one, who was Amy Johnson? The next question is here, who was Amy Johnson? Next one, where was Amy Johnson born? When was Amy Johnson born? Dear students, it is only for your task. You have to do yourself. After completion, you have to keep in your notebook. Then another class, next class, I will say the answer. You have to make the correction. If is it correct, you make tick. If you have a mistake or wrong, you have to rewrite this answer again, which one I am going to say to you in another class. Okay, next question. Where was Amy Johnson born? And the date. Where was means only place name, you have to write here. Then last question is, was there airport in Yangon, Myanmar? What you learned in passage. Was there airport in Yangon, Myanmar? You have to make the answer. And now, the next one, just I am going to give you your questions for you. I am not saying the answer right now. Then, next class, I will give you the answer. Only try to your best. Give the synonym. Synonym means another word or other meaning. The first word is streets, S-T-R-E-T-C-S, streets. The second one, mend, M-E-N-D, mend. Next, took, T-O-O-K, took. Next, arrived, A-R-R-I-B-E-D, arrived. The next one, approximately, approximately, A-P-P-R-O-X-I-M-A-T-E-L-Y, approximately. These are the words you have to give the another meaning or synonym. Okay, number third, find out the false statements and make them true. First of all, you have to find out the false statement. The true one, you have to write the same. Only you have to find out which one, which sentence is, which statement is false. Find out this one. then make it true. Number A, Amy had 2 friends on the plane. Amy had 2 friends on the plane. Are you think, is it true? No, it is false. That's why, what is the true? You have to make it correction. Number B, between England and Australia, she came down many times. Is it true? No, it is not mentioned in the passage. It was the first time while she was flight, London to England to Australia. Make it correct. It was raining in Yangon. Maybe it is correct here. Number D, a race course is a place for playing volleyball. A race course is a place for playing volleyball. First of all, you have to find out the meaning of race course. What is the meaning of race course? You have to find out. And after that, is it true or false? You may find out yourself. Okay, the next one. Match the words in column A with their meanings in column B. In the column A, there are the words, the meanings are given. In column B, you have to give the answer or matching that one. Number 1, brave. 2, street. Third one, made. Fourth, adventure. Fifth, race course. So, dear students, you have to keep in your mind that all the answers are related in your exercise. Race course, the meaning of race course is also given there. Yeah. The meaning of race course is also given there. And the meaning of adventure is also given there. Street is also given there. That's why it is easy to find out the answer here. Number B, it means in the column B there is given the meaning, a wide area of something. What do you mean by this one? Repair, put back together. What do you mean by this one? A track around which horse race. It is another one. An exciting activity journey. Yes, that's why my class is over right now. Then hope you enjoy our class. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
बंच विशाला